Aries Descendant, Libra rising. I'm here to give you a summer of love, wild card read straight from the hip with lots of lip, and it's already coming in hot for you, okay? I'm wearing a hood because there's big, like, protect your crown kind of energy, all right? I feel that that's speaking both literally and metaphorically, okay? I think protect your crown because Aries is taking over the North Node position and your destiny is there for the taking. I did on the pre-shuffle already get in the Justice card coming upright, so we know that justice in your favor. Libra rising, you know, your energy is coming out so strong. You are rising up. It's time to put on that crown, take your seat, maybe kind of the hot seat at this point. I think it is. There's a lot of eyes watching you, all right, and paying a lot of attention to what's going on with your love life. A lot of people are wanting to be all up in your personal business. I have to tell you, this energy coming in, we're going to do something a little different for you all because of the way the energy is coming in. This energy is more up your ass than a colonoscopy. All right, just on the real, I have to tell you, you have so many outside energies just like buzzing around like pets, just like pets that are wanting to insert themselves in your story, in your situation. They want to know what's going on. You got a lot of eyes on your personal business right now in relation to love and romance. You might even have what some people may call themselves competition in your situation, but it's funny because your energy is not registering like that at all. Your energy is very much registering as I'm doing my own thing. I'm focused on what I want to call into being for myself. Your energy is very balanced, very strong with justice there. You're definitely in a position of living in a place from your truth and in your romantic truth. Like, you're aligned with the truth of your heart and you're not really proving anything to anybody, okay? But there's this energy around you that has something to prove to you, all right? That's what I got. And when I went to go and tap into this energy, it was so interesting because there's this little gnat that just all of a sudden like entered the space. There hasn't been any gnats flying around in this space. So I don't know if you're dealing with a gnat, if you're dealing with a pest. You could be dealing with somebody named Natalie. Okay, I don't know if this is coming into play here. You know, that could be an abbreviation of Natalie. Maybe speaking strongly to a Natalie. Okay, just coming through. This is also just the energy of just sort of pestering. It feels like just too many people wanting to maybe even insert their ideas, their opinions, their hot take on your relationships, hot take on what you should be doing when it comes to love, okay? But they're not part of your story. It's like people on the periphery. So before I dive into your read, we're going to do a cross-watcher little hot take just to see what's going on. We're going to spill the tea on these cross-watchers because I feel like you're really about to clear out this energy and get on the other side of it. But since they seem to want so much attention, let's give them the attention that they desire. I mean, why not? That's what they want, right? Okay, we'll feel it out. Let's see what's going on with these cross-watchers. High Priestess energy. Teaches art and science, knows the secret thoughts of all and can change them, causes love, shows vision of the world, okay? So this could be somebody who is a spiritualist. This could be somebody who is a witch. This could be somebody, ooh, it was 4:44 on the clock when I said that, ding, 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 ding. This is somebody who's a witch, okay? They walk that path. There's some kind of like, you know, they view themselves as a high priestess. Is it accurate? I don't know, but this is how they're representing themselves as a high priestess. It says causes love. So I don't know if this is somebody who, you know, perhaps, that's interesting. In some cases, I'm noticing, look at the masculine and the feminine is divided here, and that high priestess is almost side-eyeing the masculine. So I don't know if this is somebody who is trying to cause doubt between lovers. This is somebody who views themselves as your competition. They're trying to create some kind of suspicion between you and an object of your desire. It's almost like trying to stir up through, I feel like through spell work, where you're kind of like looking at each other like, can I trust you? You know, this person is sowing the seeds of suspicion between you and the object of your desire, or you and a lover, you and your partner. It was 5:55 on the clock when I said that. So they're trying to cause instability in your relationship. They're doing some kind of love work. They may have even done some love work on the person you've been involved with, or the person that is interested in you, vice versa. There's something here. There's something here. I got kind of an interesting message that came in around this too, that this could also be somebody who has a desire. It's like same sex. They're attracted to you. I'm picking it up in the feminine. They're attracted to you, and so they're creating some confusion between you and your person because they actually want to get closer to you. It's playing out multiple ways, but I do feel like there's like some love working here, okay? This person's also been trying to get close to your person to get like intel. It's like they've been like squeezing information out of them, and probably through maybe enticement, sexual enticement, romantic enticement, okay? This is a manipulative person. They view themselves as a high priestess, okay? I'm going to just put them right out here. Let's look at this person. Let's have a look at this person. Give me more details about this high priestess that's coming in as such a strong cross watcher for Aries Descendant, Libra rising. Let's find out, why is she so invested in what's going on in your love story, Aries Descendant? What's the deal with this high priestess? Ace of Wands. She wants that deep. She wants that deep. Ace of Wands. Yes, she's using the art of seduction. She's trying to seduce. It's all right here. Azazel, Ace of Wands. Look at that goat energy. I'm picking up, you know, with the kind of like this pan vibe here. I'm picking up Sagittarius energy. I'm also picking up ram energy. Even though it's a goat, I am picking up ram energy. So that's you, you know, that's that Aries Descendant energy. Maybe this is like the teaming up of Sagittarian and Aries energy. This is kind of like where there's interference, or this person thinks that there should be connection here. This could also be goat energy, Capricorn energy. All right. Also, cardinal signs, front and center. Cardinal sign. I just heard which one of these things is not like the other one. I mentioned Aries, I mentioned Capricorn, both are cardinal signs, okay? So that would be Sagittarius might be playing a role in this situation. Maybe they have their eyes on a Sagittarius, this high priestess, and they're trying to create some seeds of dissension, or they have their eyes on an Aries, you know, or a Capricorn, okay? Any of these signs could be coming into play. The person who is also part of the manipulation, it could be a couple that's part of this manipulation as well. We do see kind of two forces joined together. This is just how I'm taking it, because I'm looking into cross-watcher energy. This is what's coming through. Their weapon is the art of seduction. They're using the art of seduction to create division and also to squeeze somebody for information. That's what I got. They're doing some intel. Okay, so what's the objective? Like, what are they trying to make happen here to Aries Descendant? How are they trying to affect Aries Descendant energy? And why are they wanting to know so much about what's going on with Aries Descendant? Why are they butting their nose where it doesn't belong? What is this pesky energy about? Let's get real clear about it here. Yeah, they definitely, oh, I see. Okay. They see, this might be somebody that you were involved with in the past. You might have been involved with this person in the past, been in a relationship in the past with this person. This person even could have been part of the problem, what drove a wedge between you and another if you were, you know, in a committed relationship. where you've had some kind of separation, because we got true pair here. We got Queen of Swords, King of Swords, big Libra energy, Libra rising, okay? Libra rising, I mean, this is your energy here. So this is somebody you were involved with in the past, is connected to this situation. Again, we got horse energy right here, all right? Riding a horse, that makes me think Sagittarius. Let's see, Queen of Swords, teaches geometry and measurements, increases one's intelligence, can transform a person into a bird. I feel like this person thinks like you got too much attention with the peacock energy coming through here. Somebody feels like there's too many eyes on you, too much attention. And when I also think of those like peacock feathers, I think of them as like the eyes of protection as well. In other words, I feel like there is a lot of attention on you, and you would be wise in this situation to just focus more on your warding, okay? Focus more on just making sure you're like, you know, covering your head, maybe if you're going to do psychic work like I'm doing right now, all right? That's important if you're going to be reading energy, especially if you got a lot of energy coming at you like that. You can even do like an anointing with like a frankincense or myrrh on the crown can be beneficial as well. Keeping up on your things like smoke cleansing, just keeping the energy moving, grounding yourself, throwing up like, you know, a shield, you know, and switch up your shield too. Switch up your shield, because the reality is it's like you're dealing with somebody who knows how to work on this level. So, you know, it's like new levels, new devils, right? So you need to make sure that when you're doing like your shielding, you're not doing the same thing every day, that you don't share with other people the shielding that you do, that it's very unique and private for you, you know, because you don't want anybody like cracking the code. You know what I'm saying? Because if people know how to work on that level, then they know how to attune to your energy. They can find like the gaps. This is a situation where there is that kind of manipulation going on. So it's something you want to be mindful about. For some of you, this could even be somebody that you've worked with on that level. You know, if you're on that path, if you're on the path of the alchemist, or if you've gone to like gatherings, like solstice gatherings, solstice just coming in, maybe you went to a summer solstice gathering, maybe you even did some, you know, magic with this person. You might want to be aware. You might want to be aware. This person thinks you have too much attention. This person doesn't like that you have attention. They also see that you got the attention of somebody that I feel like they have their eyes on, and they're not digging that. I feel like they've been using the art of seduction to try to keep you two kind of like apart, and also to create suspicion between the two of you, like you don't trust each other, and that's what's driving the wedge. There's like a manipulation happening here. It's very, very calculated. It's very calculated. You know, they've looked at this from all angles. That's what I'm getting with that teaches geometry and measurements. Like they've been studying this, like they've been formulating a plan. It's really kind of creepy energy, to be honest with you. Pretty creepy. But it's like we see here, you know, you can transform into a bird. You know, when I think of bird, I think of messages from spirit. You know, you're able to be tapped in on that level. You know what's coming. You don't need a weatherman to know which way the wind blows. You've already like tapped into this energy. And it also shows that you have the ability to rise above this. You have a different perspective. I think you're also able to calculate this person's next moves. Okay? You're privy to this, and we already know you're getting justice in this situation. You came up in the pre-shuffle, justice upright. There's justice in your favor. This person doesn't stand a chance, you know? They just don't. They can try to contain you, they can try to block you, but you're always going to rise above it. I mean, you know how to transmute that energy. Feel that very strongly. Yeah, and look, it says here on the opposite end of this for the King of Swords, reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles and procures the favor of lords and kings. Like you've got friends in high places. And you also got some masculine that this person's been trying to, you know, keep you separated from, or vice versa, you know, flip-flop roles as you need to. They also, you know, you got favor with this person, okay? And I think that something is being revealed that's going to eradicate this issue, obviously, because we got justice coming in on the scene. Let me just ask one final question before we get rid of this energy and we get into like talking about you. But I feel like this is sort of like the basis of the matter for you and what's coming up in love. It's all love and war, you know? It's all love and war, all's fair in love and war. You know, you're going to be realizing the lengths that some people will go to get their way in what they call love. When that's not love at all, love is freedom, you know? That is freedom. That's what it means, you know? You don't hold the bird tightly in the hand, you know? You don't do that. You'll crush the bird. You let the bird fly free. This is about release, you know? This is about release and letting go. I don't feel like you're in a position where you're even really like entertaining this energy. I feel like it looks like whatever you're doing, you're kind of like, you're focusing on your own thing. There's a lot of attention on whatever you're doing. This person, I do pick up though, that there's this energy if they don't like the attention you got, they don't feel like you should have this attention. They think you're too big for your britches a bit or something. Ooh, blocking energy. Just try to come in around that. I don't know how much of that fell out, but yeah, you know, they don't think that you should have this attention on you. They don't think that you should be in the position you're in. And they want to take you down a peg. I feel like they want to humiliate you too. That's what the energy feels like. It's like I want to give you a blow to your confidence. I want to show you that I'm better than you. 3 of Cups. There you go. The third party situation. Interesting. A bear in disguise. A bear in disguise. A bear in disguise. I did get the same sex energy come in. For some of you, masculines, you're dealing with a guy friend who's been trying to talk some smack about somebody you're interested in. And what you don't know is they play for the same team. They're actually attracted to you. They're a bear in disguise. Okay, this message is coming through. Reconciles friends, tells of the past, present, and future, gives dignities and honors. 3 of Cups. So this has been a third party interfering situation. But what I see is there's going to be a reconciliation between you and this person that they tried to like come in between. You all are going to like kind of be able to air things out with each other. You're going to find out what's been going on. They're going to confirm your suspicions. And this is going to restore the connection. You know, it's going to restore a sense of dignity. And both people are going to feel like they get to be seen in the truth of who they are. But somebody's been up to some funny business, you know, and it could be a friend, like your friend, somebody you're friends with, you know. Same sex, you didn't know that they were attracted to you in that way. Okay. I also got this kind of like, you know, that movie Single White Female. It's also kind of got that vibe, and that's been coming in around Libra energy for a while. So Libra risings, you know, you are Aries descendants, and you know, we've got the South Node action happening with all of you. So a lot going to be shifting. You know, a lot going to be shifting, a lot going to be coming out. And, you know, justice is coming forward. Woo, strength. Yeah, you're going to have the ability to overcome this challenge, overcome these pests. In fact, the second half of 2023 is popping off for the cardinal signs, all right? Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, like, you're really going to have like major turn of fortune. And so also check out, you know, your chart. Do you have any of those other placements? Like, do you have other Aries placements in your chart? Do you have other Libra placements in your chart? Do you have Cancer placements in your chart, Capricorn placements in your chart? Notice what's happening there, because it's all like the compass, you know, it's going to kind of give you a little bit of directive of what's about to manifest and how it's about to manifest in your love life. 20 on the clock when I said that, to 2002. Okay, so big energy coming in here. There might also be something coming back around the bend from the past that was sort of like a false start. Look back to the year 2000, 2000. 2002. Okay. There might have been something that happened back then that, you know, it never really picked up and went anywhere. Okay. That's an interesting energy. Some of you are dealing with somebody who was born in 2000, 2022. All right. So, I mean, hey, there's younger set watches reads too. All right. Yes, you know, what somebody tried to, you know, bring down. I feel like you got some friends in high places, like I was saying, okay? There's other energies here, you know, there's other people here. They've seen what's been going on. Maybe there's outsiders that are aware and they're like, no, you know, something happened here that wasn't right, you know. Somebody's been interfering in your situation. Somebody's getting helped out in this situation to make things right. 21:11 on the clock. Something's being healed here. You all are going to have what you need to overcome the challenges of the past with the strength here. This could be somebody connected to the past, or somebody you were involved with, or somebody that you just really faced a challenge with. There's been a real trial in your connection. And it's been caused by this third party, this manipulative person who thinks they're a high priestess. They're pretty, you know, it's funny, as much as they project on you, this person really thinks they're high and mighty, you know? So it's kind of funny. It's like pot calling the kettle black, you know, kind of energy. But you're going to find that, you know, where you were suspecting somebody before, you're going to find loyalty. You're also going to find you have people here to help sort out this mess. You know, this is loyalty, delivery from those who oppress and brings victory. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way, we're not looking at this anymore. We're done with this energy. We're not looking at cross-watcher anymore. But it was so insistent. And you know, what's interesting about cross-watcher energy, you notice it usually likes to go in the back door, 22:22 on the clock. Yeah, it likes to sneak, you know. It doesn't like to be sussed out. It doesn't like to be put on blast. So I was just like, you know what? This energy is pestering. That's what I felt. This is the first read I've done where I've ever had to do that. There's just too much outside energy that has nothing to do with your business. It's trying to insert itself in your love story. It's not appropriate. So it's like, all right, you want attention? Let's give you attention. So cross watchers, 22:55 times up. Change is happening here. You can't hold off what's meant to align any longer. What's meant to come in alignment will come into alignment. And as for you, I think you're going to have some sorting out to do, okay? Because, you know, if Aries Descendants got justice, then, you know, you can figure out what side of the scales you're on with that, all right? Okay, moving onward. What is coming in for Aries Descendant this summer of love? What is coming in love and romance for Aries Descendant in this summer of love? What's coming in summer months? Who's coming toward Aries Descendant in the summer months? Just show us the love story unfolding in this new chapter for Aries Descendant in this summer of love. Okay. The Hermit in reverse. Okay, that's great. You're coming out of isolation. You've been spending a lot of time to yourself. In fact, some people may feel like you pulled way back, like what's going on? This could also be part of this energy hovering around you. You haven't been as forward as you normally are, or maybe you're not sharing things with people as much as you have in the past. But I think that you've been dealing with some really pestery energy, and there's been energy trying to insert itself in your love story. I don't really feel like you've been talking to a lot of people like this. I think you've been kind of trying to work through the challenges you've been having in your love life behind the scenes. It's like you don't want to put that on Front Street. It's intimate to you. And so I feel like you've been doing a lot of alchemy work around this. Some of you have even been doing like release rituals around this. You've also been really looking at yourself, looking at your own shadow, looking at the ways you get activated, how you've been kind of like pushed, you know, how your buttons were pushed in this situation, what it roused up inside of you. And I think you've been really focusing on like doing the work, you know. It's interesting here because this angel is holding, you know, an hourglass in its hand. And I think it's like, okay, time's up. You know, I've had enough of this. Because we got a scythe here. You know, you've been trying to sort the wheat from the chaff, and you're really understanding what's had its time. It's like time's up on this energy, and time's up on processing. Time's up on, you know, regurgitating, you know, the story about what happened in my love life. Time's up on holding any more space for this healing work. I really feel that. I think that you've extracted all you can from that, and you've integrated your lessons, you've done your shadow work, and now you're like, okay, enough hermit mode, you know, I'm ready to get back out there. Like, I'm ready to have some fun. I'm ready to, you know, connect with another. I'm ready to like open my heart to love again. Okay. Yeah, right behind this, we got a confirmation with the Hierophant. That's a big fat yes. Okay, so where you've been in isolation, where you've been doing your own thing, or where you felt like emotional distance, you know, with your lover, this energy is really turning around. If you've been single as a Pringle, you're not going to be for much longer. Spirit's bringing somebody in for you. Okay, this is definitely like coming into alignment with the person you're meant to be with. It looks like a healing story for a lot of you. I have to be honest, because it says here on this Hierophant card, divine forgiveness obtains friendship and favors of the great and secures promises. So I feel like you've been going through something with somebody where there was suspicion that was roused between the two of you because of a third party inserting themselves in your situation, or this was somebody that was blocking two people from communicating with each other, coming together, maybe through gossip, spreading some kind of lies, something along these lines, some kind of manipulation. Either way, there's been blocks in the way caused by an outside party. In some cases, it could be you were already in a relationship, you know, or somebody needed to leave a relationship. You know, you got to pick what side you're on of that. There's many different ways that this can play out, but the blockages are being released. And wherever there was confusion created in this situation, oh my gosh, the fixed signs are on this card. This is interesting. Wow. Okay. So this could have something to do with a Taurus, a Leo, or an Aquarius. Okay, these could be people that were interfering elements playing a role in this situation. It's almost like they were trying to create a diversion. Notice how the angel's looking the other way. And there's all these people, you know, like surrounding, all these energies surrounding this person. And they're very blocked off. Look at the hands over the heart, blocking the heart. When your heart is blocked, you can't receive. So somebody here like sowed some seeds of dissension that made somebody feel very nervous about opening their heart up to love. I got that very strongly. You know, made them feel like they couldn't trust somebody here. I'm picking up very strongly that the masculine was manipulated in this way. Maybe this person like made it out like they were their friend, or maybe like even that they were their wingman, you know, like I'm here to help you out in this situation. But then along the way, there was some kind of manipulation that took place. Either way, there's something that's being overcome here. There's people talking through things, and there's some kind of forgiveness that happens as a result. And there's new promises that are made. A new way forward develops. And we see this with the Three of Wands. So where those ships were kind of like two ships passing in the night and nothing could come together, the ships are coming in now. So what's hoped for is received. So if you always kind of felt star-crossed with someone, like, you know, it's just like the timing's never right. The timing's right. It's coming into sync, okay? Really beautiful. And it says construction of the universe, help with great works and protection from adversaries. Where you were blocked, and I don't think you even realized you were blocked, you know? Look at this. I also feel like you gave everything over. You haven't been trying to cling to this situation. You haven't been trying to control it. Look at those hands are just wide open. And we see that you've been really covered by spirit, okay? I think you've been more in a place of really just doing a lot of healing work and focused on your spiritual growth. You've been learning how to love yourself. You know, you've been learning to love yourself and to pour into yourself. Yeah, look at this right behind this. That's the truth. Queen of Swords. This is your energy. Queen of Swords, Libra rising, Aries Descendant. That's the truth. You know, and you haven't had any expectations. You haven't even been sure, you know, what was up ahead. I feel like you've been more really steeped in the present and just working on your healing, working on pouring into yourself, waiting for guidance, you know. And it says here, Queen of Swords, ritual and ceremony can acquire all the treasures of heaven and earth. And I feel like it's because you let go. You let go and you trust it. You let go. Some of you let go in a relationship as well. You gave up trying to heal something, you know, and you just said, if this thing wants to fall away, it wants to fall away. And then I accept that. You know, you've been pouring into yourself, you've been healing, but what you don't realize is there was some interference in this situation. Some of you may not realize that. I feel like a lot of you have realized that, you know. Something hasn't felt right to you, but you know, you had your intuitions about it, but there's been like some kind of communication coming together that's been blocked. So you haven't had the verification of what you have, you know, what you've picked up. I feel like you picked up this energy. But what was blocked is the blockages are removed. Like you're free and clear, like balance in your favor. We got it right here. Wheel of Fortune, Metatron. Metatron provides the Merkaba. That is the, you know, vehicle. It's the spiritual vehicle that helps us travel, you know, in between the worlds, helps us travel from the past into the future, you know. It's that time hopping kind of energy. And it also makes me think of the chariot energy. It's like your chariot has arrived. Metatron, you know, helps to alchemize energies where there's been lower frequencies. He amplifies the energy, raises it to the highest vibration. So I think there's been a lot of fear in this situation as well, a lot of anxiety. And I feel like that anxiety, that fear has been stirred by outside meddlers, pests in your situation. These energies have been transformed. You know, the way is opening up. This is big road opener energy. It says advancement and progress. It also says the recording angel. So it's like the angels, your spirit team, they're like, you know what? We saw what happened back there. We saw, we gotcha. And it's on lock. Don't worry about it. You're covered. We got you covered. Okay? Angels on your side, you know. You may not have known how you were going to get through this time. It's maybe been a very uncertain time for you. You've just been feeling your way through. You've been trusting. You've been releasing. You've been really falling back on your spiritual principles, you know. You've had to kind of really affirm it to yourself at times, I feel, okay? But this is a turn of fortune. Some, you know, really, you know, difficult experience. It felt like a real, you know, just hard hand of fate is getting spun into your destiny, okay? And, you know, this is going to come through. This is going to come through. You got some education coming in around this situation. Page of Pentacles. Could be some education around a Page of Pentacles that was interfering in, oh my gosh, that was interfering in this situation. They're kind of they're calling this person out. Strong Taurus vibes. We got a Page of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, coming in with the Seven of Swords to the Empress, to the Five of Cups. The fact that the Page of Pentacles is coming in with the Empress energy. Empress represents both Libra and Taurus. So, first of all, it's representing you and something that was seen, that was growing in your life, something that wanted to really come to fruition in your life. It was your new beginning, this new beginning. Somebody has been wanting to interfere with this new beginning that's supposed to come in for you. Empress, all right? Libra rising. It's your energy. It's Aries Descendant energy. But also coming in with the Page of Pentacles, that's Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And along with Libra, Taurus is also represented by the Empress. And remember, this energy, this cross watcher energy feels like you shouldn't be in the position you're in. They feel like they should be in that position. So this is them trying to sabotage and steal your place from you, but that can't be done. That can't be done. You don't just get to claim Empress. It doesn't work like that. To claim that place, to claim that position, it really requires you go through it, man. You got to go through the fucking gauntlet, right? There's a lot of lessons that are learned. There's a lot of going your own way, having to fall back on yourself, being forced into that hermit mode where you do have to really go into isolation, where you can only trust yourself to find the way forward, where you have to do the deep dive into the South Node, do the healing work. Yeah, there's something here. Actually, this person may even try to reconcile with you. You might get some kind of message from this person. I'm thinking like Pied Piper energy. I don't know why, the Pied Piper trying to lead the cats away. Be careful, this person, they're trying to get some knowledge in this situation with the Seven of Swords. It says knowledge of good and evil. Appeases divine anger. This person might come in, they might come in under the guise of, really just wanting to reconnect with you. They're your friend. But really they're there to try to get some information. They want to get an upper hand. This is the person, I feel like this is marking the person who's one of the key people who's been interfering in your situation. There might be more than just this person, but this person's kind of a central figure. And why are they trying to create this? Why are they trying to, this person's relentless. This person is not giving up. It's like they can't smell what they're stepping in. And they're leaving a trail behind them. And they don't even realize it. 37:33 on the clock. Like, this is coming to an end. This is coming to an end. But I feel like there's a last-ditch effort here. All right? You need to be aware of this. But this is what they're trying to block. Empress, fertility and fruitfulness assures peace between married couples. Who you're meant to come into union with, you're coming into union with. There's no dividing this. There's no causing any kind of separation, heartache, loss here, which is the aim. Water bearer energy. I mean, that did come in. Aquarius could be playing a role here too. All right. No way. This is not possible. It says right here, prosperity, destruction of the enemy, and deliverance from bondage. So maybe somebody did try to do high priestess energy came in. So maybe they tried to do some control work, binding work, anything along these lines. That's not going to work. This is what, Spirit wants to bless you up with. It's your gift. It's, look at, you got that serpent is drinking out of the Ace of Cups. It's like, no, this is your gift. You shed your skins. You did the transformational work. You gained the knowledge. And through gaining that knowledge, you are getting the gift. It says God, Father, the generous, wants to pour into you. This is your blessing. Okay. Very interesting. Your read is wild. 39 on the clock. 39. That's 12. That's 3. It's Trinity energy. There's a huge spiritual focus coming in on your read. So I really feel like whoever you're coming into alignment with, this is like high level soulmate. All right. And you are either, two people who have been kept apart because of outside third party manipulation and interference. And you're overcoming this challenge because you both are able to really see the truth clearly. And the only way you were able to see that truth clearly and sort of like rise above this manipulation is because you had to do a super deep dive with your own healing work. And it was 39:44 on the clock when I said that. Okay. So this is very much about coming into alignment with the fruition. 40, it's the manifestation of the fruition of this work. It's sort of like I'm picking this up. It's sort of like a test of your connection. Like this really could have gone either way. This is playing out for some of you. This could have gone either way. You know, both of you really had to be on the same page where you both were willing to do the deep dive and do the work to get this reward. And there are those of you who are overcoming this challenge. You know, you're coming back together with someone. For others of you, this is like a tale as old as time. I just heard. What is that, Beauty and the Beast? It's a tale as old as time. There's been this story playing out between the three of you. Ooh, for lifetimes. And this is a settling of the score of that energy. You know, some of you haven't met this person yet, but you've dealt with these themes in a past relationship. And you got somebody new coming in, you know. It's sort of like this past relationship that you are getting out of was almost like the karmic test, and you're like rising above it, and that is the third party element, you know. Very interesting, and it brings you into alignment with your true spiritual soulmate. You're coming into alignment with your reflection. You both have done the work. There won't be this interference anymore. Temperance. Something's balancing out here. This heartache is balancing out. Look at Three of Swords to Temperance. A lot of you are coming into reunion. If this is not somebody that you're healing a relationship with, that you were involved with in the past, this is big, like soul reunion energy. When you connect with this person, it's instant soul recognition. Like, I know you. I've known you for lifetimes. It has kind of an epic feel. I can't lie. It really does. Temperance energy. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Okay. Temperance is Sagittarius card. It says reconciliation regains the favor of those one has offended. Temperance is coming in on bended knee. There's still this kind of where the hands maybe were guarding the heart before they're lowered, you know, there's more openness. There's also, you know, this has an energy of really wanting to like, I almost got this vibe, like come forward with a certain level of chivalry. Maybe they understand that there was something that happened here where there was some kind of offense, and this offense wasn't justified. Maybe they understand because they didn't feel like they could be open, or maybe they thought that you had attacked them or you really hurt them in some way, but there's something that's been understood through time, through distance, through separation. There's a different perspective. Also, perhaps with this person, kind of their sphere, it looks like their sphere of influence. I think at one point, this cross-watcher energy was more in a position of power, had more influence, more sway. Maybe this person hasn't had this sway now, and this person's realizing that they aligned with the incorrect energy. They trusted the wrong person, and it caused them to view you in a certain way. Something's being rectified here, because on the Three of Swords, which is a quintessential Libra card, again, your energy is so strong in this read. So strong. I mean, you had strength come out, justice come out. Like the energy just in association with Libra in general, and it's really been starting to come forward for Aries too. Aries is more like starting to really rise up into that energy, but the Libra energy, when I've been tapping into those collectives, it just keeps coming in so solid. Like, no, I've done this. I've done this work and I'm ready. Okay. You know, this reminds me of Excalibur. You know, it's like, no, I got the strength. I can pull out that sword. I got it. I got my truth. 44 on the clock. And it says love and submission cures illness, influences love, and gives long life. I mean, this is beautiful energy. There's some truth emerging here. This truth ends separation. It balances out a situation. Something is transformed. And for those of you who've been on a solo journey, you know, and you've just been single for a long time and you've been focused more on your spiritual path, this is like a love that's coming to end that isolation. It's time for you to join with another on your path. It's time for you to learn about alchemy through relationship. It's like the next stage in your spiritual growth is coming through this soulmate that's coming onto your path. And I feel like where there has been like these ills, where there's been these hurts, where there's been these afflictions in love, these things that have held back love in your life, it's like, you know, love makes all the boo-boos better. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's going to cure everything that has made you feel so like wounded in the heart, like love sick, you know? Love sick. That's what I got. Like love sick. You know, some of this may have been stuff that you inherited, you know, from the father, from the mother. You know, I feel like you've been working through a lot of these issues. Maybe even there's these themes like playing out within your relationships, you know, that you really recognize you play the role of your mother, you know, the role, same role you saw your mother in, or same role you saw your father in your romantic relationships. There's something really deep and foundational that's been healed here and transformed, but it's bringing balance with another 46, 44. It's the start of your new cycle, and it's a beautiful thing. So let's do a cut of the deck energy, because, I mean, this is a pretty clear story of overcoming challenges, overcoming interference, getting justice, having things balanced out. You know, what you were supposed to receive has been held back. That's what I got. You were supposed to receive it a long time ago. But, you know, even in situations where you have an interfering party or a nemesis, they still play a role. Like, you wouldn't have had the strength to gain Excalibur, right? Very like Mists of Avalon kind of energy coming forward here. You may relate to that story. That story might be something that could reveal something to you. Maybe it'll like kind of like spark some kind of memory for you. I got like Total Recall came in with that. Okay. Might unlock some doorway for you on a spiritual level. You might want to read that book if you haven't read that book. But there's this piece here about if you wouldn't have had that challenge, if there wouldn't have been that blockage on your path, you wouldn't have had the strength to rise up out of your past patterns. You wouldn't have discovered the strength within yourself. And you wouldn't have arrived at your truth. You wouldn't have the strength and the courage to pull Excalibur, you know, out of that stone, the sword in the stone. There's a lot of this like imagery coming through for you. It's very interesting. Cut of the deck, Queen of Wands, okay? Fire sign energy. You're reclaiming your fire. I feel like you're really in this position of, you know, bringing your light forward. You're building your light within. You feel your mojo. You're feeling good. I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of this kind of like allowing yourself to sort of like play with your sensuality a bit more, maybe in terms of your appearance. You might be, you know, doing a little bit of a makeover, just getting yourself some new clothes, just feeling yourself a little bit more. I also think that you're ready, you know, you're ready to connect sexually as well, you know, and you're ready to really like feel that fire. I feel like your fire's been under wraps for a while. I don't feel like it's been a primary focus. I do feel like there's been almost like this holding back of sexual energy, but I think that that's about to transform. I don't know why I'm feeling like burlesque feather fans here for some reason. So it almost reminds me of the art of tea. So I think you're going to really enjoy like this like kind of playful quality of getting reacquainted, dropping into this energy. Again, fire sign energy might play a role in who you're coming into alignment with. It's your energy, but also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? It says divine power. Yeah, I feel like you're really coming into your own element. I feel like you're owning your fire. 94:44 on the clock, 13:44, okay, 444. This is like just, there's so much synchronicity around this. And you're being guarded against troubles as well with this. So I think this is just moving forward very, very clearly, cleanly. The light is very much shined forward on your path. into love for the future. And yeah, an end is coming to this meddling energy. Page of Swords to the Ten of Swords, okay? It's that Page of Swords energy, like that intel energy, that interfering energy. It's getting out of the way. All right, whatever was hidden is being revealed. Like these people aren't going to be able to hide out, you know, anymore. Like they're being outed, and this cycle is coming to a close. And this is what's going to protect you from having more of that, like grief, heartache, separation in your situation, because you're going to know. You're going to know who you need to, like, you know, cut the cord on, and who actually deserves a place in your life. Right? Beautiful energy. You could also be dealing with another air sign energy, okay? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Again, I'm picking up big Aquarius energy around this. Might be an interfering energy, possibly. But there is a revelation coming here, and it preserves like your Ace of Pentacles. This looks like an Ace of Pentacles to me, but notice all the eyes, okay? So I feel like your new beginning, your commitment, you know, your new beginning with the person that you're meant to be with, it's coming, and it's protected. Nothing is going to be able to strip this from you. It's your birthright, all right? And you might get more clues about this in your dreams, because it says gives revelations in dreams. So I recommend that you really allow yourself to do some dreaming and visioning. You might want to also seed your dreams. That's when you just kind of like focus on what you're calling in, what you want to see manifest in your life. And it was 51 on the clock when I said that. So yes, you know, play an active role in visioning your future. See yourself free and clear. See yourself moving into alignment on the path that you're meant to be on, and trusting that it leads you right where you need to go. I feel like it's leading you back home to your heart. A lot of you are finding your way back home to another where you felt separation. You're overcoming it. But there might be some information that comes through in your dreams too, so pay attention to that. What's on the other side here? Four of Wands. That's the 1111 card, total alignment. You're coming home to your heart, and you're going to find somebody there to greet you, all right? It's a beautiful thing. Rectification. You got it. Where you were done wrong, there's rectification here. You know, things are being balanced out. Helps one live in peace with everyone. And so you're heading into a time when peace is really going to be restored in your situation. That's a beautiful thing. I mean, it looks really, really good for you. I feel like I want to get a super awesome future card, okay, for your overarching theme, because it's looking really bright for you. I think it's been hard earned. I think you've been going through a lot of stuff. I feel like there's a quickening happening in matters of the heart, matters of romance for you. I feel like once we get that changing of the nodes of destiny, you're really going to see this start to pop off. Things are going to start to shift. A lot is going to begin to be revealed. A lot will make sense. I feel like you're going to get a lot of confirmations, but whoever has been interfering, this pestering energy, it is being sequestered. I got that. This energy is being sequestered, all right? Yeah. They tried to cause you a tower with the lightning in reverse here, but this is actually their lot, okay? You know, I'm just going to put it out there that I wish that individual the awakening and the healing that they need, so that they can rise up into their own destiny, and they can have a sense of peace and wholeness in their life, and that they can come into alignment with the love within themselves. And maybe along the way, in the process of experiencing this tower, find some compassion toward you know, who they viewed as their competition or the enemy, as well as compassion for themselves, because it's a lot, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot to kind of have to really like look honestly at yourself. And Libra energy knows all about that, right? Libra energy has been in this process of really finding that karmic balance and doing the karmic work, clearing the karma, and the Pluto deep dive. So Let's just hold that, okay? All of us Aries descendants out there, let's just hold that this individual is able to find compassion for themselves too, because it's really about everybody healing, and it's about everybody aligning with their birthright, what's meant for them, all right? And we have to respect freedom and love. I wouldn't ever want somebody who had done me wrong to suffer the same fate that was imposed upon me. What I would like is for there to be healing, understanding, accountability, and coming into a place of balance, because then we all come out ahead. Yep. Your new chapter is secured. This is your theme. It's about to get out there. All right. I feel like when this comes in, it's a really out of this world experience. You've never been in this territory in love before, right? There are no safe spaces when it comes to this. Okay. This is about dropping like all of your usual like security mechanisms here. This is totally uncharted territory. All right. But you got a lot of new people coming in. You're going to make a lot of new connections. I see a lot of expansion for you. I feel like there might be also a lot of communication coming in online, a lot of buzz online. I feel like you're really stepping into an expansive time in your life. I see opportunities for travel. The moons are playing a really big role. I'm keying into all these moons here. And we are in a cycle right now of 4 supermoons back to back. The first got kicked off with Capricorn. That is one of those cardinal signs, just like you. And the next one is coming in Aquarius. Okay, so I feel that's really significant. I feel that with that new moon that comes in on August 1st, that's really going to illuminate about this like kind of interfering energy. There's a lot that's coming to light at that time. Look for like messages to start to come in, connections to be made, things to start to get like sorted out. I feel that very strongly. But then we also got another supermoon coming in on August 31st in the sign of Pisces, another mutable sign. Okay, so the mutable signs are when there's going to be trajectory shifts. Things are going to change, okay? And that one is going to be a blue moon, okay? So once in a blue moon, there's a once in a blue moon opportunity that comes in love at that time. For some of you, it's to restart a connection, have another chance. For others of you, it's just like the chance of a lifetime. It's a trip. You go on this trip and you meet the love of your life, okay? There's a lot of just like very kismet, kind of like synchronicity, stars aligning kind of energy here. And yes, it feels very epic, but you know that it hasn't been epic for a while. You know, it's like this is hard earned. This is the sweet reward. It's because you did the work. And then it's very interesting because after those 3 supermoons, the final supermoon comes in the fall. You know, it comes in September, and it's in Aries. So their cardinal sign ends with cardinal, starts with cardinal, ends with cardinal. So whatever gets kicked off with the changing of the nodes of destiny coming on the 18th, it's really significant, all right? And you're going to see a harvest with that by the time you hit that final supermoon. And fall is just going to be popping off for you, okay? But you're going places. You're going to go places with this person as well. I feel that not just like physically, like I do see like a lot of travel. I also see a lot of like really like unusual experiences. Like this person's got a little bit of an adventurer spirit. I think you're going to have adventures with each other. I also think your spiritual views are kind of like out there. You kind of have really out there views. You can have out there conversations. It's just a really beautiful connection. So enjoy this. It's about to get good. Prepare for life.